My name is Andrew Gustin. We're presently at our Courtney Park Distribution Centre here in Mississauga, Ontario. I'm the Corporate Sustainability Manager for Unisource Canada, and Unisource Canada is a distribution company that focuses on the distribution of paper, facility supplies or Jansan products, and packaging. We started getting a little bit more involved from a social perspective in terms of what was going on, trying to build our network with partners in Project Green initially. And that ultimately resulted in us being exposed to some of the programs that were available. And our first, fairly deep contact resulted in an eco-efficiency audit that they conducted on one of our facilities in Mississauga, primarily our Courtney Park facility. We came out to the realization that there were some potential good opportunities to save in terms of our electricity usage if we retrofitted our lighting.
They came up with a bunch of suppliers, and we chose Osram Sylvania to be our consultants that came in and did a survey of the building. They came up with the opportunity that if we did retrofit our lighting from the 400-watt halogen lights to a fluorescent lighting system, the return was over 2 years.
By putting in the occupancy sensors versus just moving forward the lighting change, we were actually able to get a much faster payback towards the program, and that got the whole project green-lighted.
The Unisource ERIP program gave us the ability to save up to 40% of our initial capital expenditure costs. Without that program, the return actually takes longer with the full investment, so those government programs do help. When we did the lighting retrofit, we realized that just changing over the wattage usage, we were able to save $70,000 a year just on changing the lights. However, with the occupancy sensors, turning those lights off when we don't need them, increased that to about $78,000 a year.
We have what we call a SWAT team working here, which is Sustainable Workplace Through Action and Teamwork, which is a grassroots group focused on trying to implement various solutions to impact the environmental footprint of a particular location. That group here has successfully managed to end up getting our waste diversion rate up to around 90%, which is pretty exceptional for a facility like ours.
We have 120 vehicles that service our customers out there. And the prices of fuel now and diesel is skyrocketing, so it's just made business sense to make that as efficient as possible and help the environment as well. So we've invested into a GPS unit, we've invested into EOBR, electronic onboard recorders, so we could track the fuel usage throughout the day, ensure that the driver's habits to turn off those trucks, to stop them idling when they're waiting, when they're doing their deliveries. We've increased our efficiency in vehicles from 4 kilometers per liter to 5 kilometers per liter.
A lot of the activity that we've undertaken has ultimately ended up saving us money. Not only ends up reducing the impact of our operations on the environment, but it's ultimately impacted reducing the impact fiscally on our operations. So, whether it end up being reducing the amount of fuel we use in our vehicles to make our deliveries, or for that matter, reducing the electrical consumption we have in our buildings, ultimately all of that money ends up flowing to our bottom line.
Every company, I recommend that they should do the lighting retrofit. There's not a lot of effort on the customer side. Just provide the time and some data for these guys to do their jobs.